Our first speaker this morning is no stranger to engaging young people.
Danielle Liebel is a member of the Special Olympics Project UNIFY Youth Activation Committee. Her leadership roles as an athlete in track, bowling, swimming, and golf led her to become involved in the Athlete Leadership Program as well.
Caitlin Smith is also a member of the Youth Activation Committee at the state and national level. She's a coach for basketball and volleyball and a longtime volunteer for Special Olympics.
Please welcome to the stage Danielle Liebel and Caitlin Smith.
Yes, thank you. Thank you guys for that wonderful introduction. Danielle and I are honored to be here today.
Throughout our speech, we will be sharing with you our story. But there are many other youth in Special Olympics who have amazing stories just like we do. So we want to share this video with you.
Through this video, we hope that you can see the impact and the importance that this movement has had on many youth leaders. So let's show the video. It was senior year and the whole school was cheering for her. And just seeing the smile on her face, people were crying and people were cheering. Seeing how the whole school came together just for her was the most amazing thing ever.
Special Olympics is acceptance.
Joy.
Respect.
It made me feel better about myself, being around thousands of people just cheering me on, and it was a fun experience, trust me.
Special Olympics is about life and being accepted by everybody.
Special Olympics is health.
Education.
Sports.
It's made me who I am today. It's made me more outgoing. It's made me just more of a genuine person.
When I got involved with Special Olympics, it kind of like brought me out of my shell.
And it's not about disabilities, but it's about celebrating their abilities.
When I was in 4th grade, my teacher told me she would never answer my questions because I had too many, and I was too dumb to understand the answers anyways. After joining Special Olympics, I know that's not the case. I am just as smart as anyone else.
It's helped me a lot to be fearless, in the real world.
Special Olympics is community.
Special Olympics is friendship.
My friends I've made through Special Olympics are the best people I've ever met in my life.
It had gave me a chance to meet new people from different states.
And you just gain an entire family of new friends.
Special Olympics is dignity.
Justice.
Empowerment.
I truly realize that what I'm doing is for a great cause.
I could spend all my time just working with Special Olympics, and I would love every second of it.
It makes you feel like a wonderful person, and your life changes forever.
I've made a difference. Now it's your turn to make a difference.
We are champions together.
Making a difference every day.
Now that you have seen the remarkable stories and friendships that have come out of Special Olympics, we would like to tell you about our best friends.
My best friend, Danielle Liebel, goes to the College of St. Ben's in St. John's in Minnesota, where she is double majoring in theology and peace studies. She is immensely involved on her campus and holds several leadership positions. She started a Special Olympics club and a Special Olympics program for Special Olympics athletes that are under the age of 7. Danielle is an advocate, a leader, a role model, and an amazing friend. I have no idea what I would do without her, and in fact, that was almost the case. Danielle had a very traumatic birth, and when she was 5 months old, she was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy is an intellectual disability which affects muscle tone, movement, and motor skills. Growing up, numerous people would never believe that she was capable of going to college and holding leadership positions nonetheless. Growing up, Danielle was always told what she couldn't do. Teachers called her dumb, her classmates often neglected her, and on a daily basis, she never had a place where she truly felt like she fit in. But she never gave up. She knew she was capable of doing so much more. When Danielle was 11 years old, she finally found a place where she truly felt safe: Special Olympics. She started competing as a Special Olympics athlete in bowling and then began swimming and golf. She became involved in every aspect that she could. She competed at national games, she became a global messenger, and now she's a member of the National Youth Activation Committee, which is Special Olympics Project UNIFY's youth committee. The friendships that she's made through Special Olympics mean the world to Danielle.
My best friend, Caitlin Smith, goes to the University of Northern Colorado and is majoring in special education. Her future career goal is to always be helping those with intellectual disabilities. However, this has not always been her calling. All through elementary and middle school, Caitlin never had anything she was really passionate about. She was not artistic, athletic, or musical, so she never really had a place where she fit in. She was always the shy girl in class who would never talk and hated speaking in front of people. In Caitlin's freshman year in high school, she signed up for a UNIFY PE class to get her gym credit out of the way. Little did she know that this gym class would soon change her life. Caitlin was paired up with a girl named Kathleen who happens to have Down syndrome. Caitlin never imagined that Kathleen would end up changing her life. Their friendship grew so much inside the PE class and out. They sat together every day at lunch, hung out on the weekends, had sleepovers, and did everything that best friends do. They joined a committee for Special Olympics together. They found their voice together, and together that they learned that it's okay not always to fit in, and it's okay to stand up for what you believe in. Caitlin soon found her passion for advocating for those of all abilities and decided to take her leadership roles to the next level by becoming not only a Special Olympics coach, but also by joining the National Youth Activation Committee, which is where our friendship begins.
From the first meeting in DC, when Danielle and I first met, we instantly bonded over our uncontrollable laughter, similar sarcasm, and our ability to bounce jokes off of each other constantly. Our friendship was growing, and our friendship meant the world to the both of us. The comfort to be ourselves when we were around each other was proof that we were perfect friends. We never felt compelled to try to impress anybody, and we never felt compelled to try and be anybody that we weren't. There was comfort in having conversations from anything from schoolwork to philosophical discussions. There was one conversation in particular that has stuck with the both of us and has really helped us divine our friendship. Danielle and I were in Florida attending a Special Olympics marketing and communications meeting when we found ourselves awake at 1 a.m. discussing our friendship. The friendship that we had was really special to us, and we realized that we never once looked at each other as an athlete or a partner, and that's what was truly important. That's what made our friendship simply amazing.
Over time, we came to realize what we had wasn't just a normal friendship. It was something special. We had the same ambitions in Special Olympics, similar personalities, and goals to change the world. We were both on the same path, and it didn't take long for us to realize that our friendship would help support and guide each other for this very special organization. We realized that our friendship was not a friendship that the average youth got to experience. It is one that gives us hope on so many levels. It gives us hope in our everyday lives, and it also gives us hope for the future. Throughout our friendship, we realized that we wanted nothing more than for all youth to have the friendship that we have, the one that doesn't see the limits of the other person, but rather they see their friend's full potential. We wanted nothing more than to be the living example for those around us, and Special Olympics gave us the perfect way to do it. by fostering a community of acceptance and respect that enabled our friendship to grow.
Special Olympics allows us to break down barriers, not only for people with intellectual disabilities, but also those types of barriers, such as geography, race, class, religion, gender, and many others. These things that have traditionally divided us in the past are now unifying us as one inclusive movement for young people. When we first started doing our advocacy work, we barely realized that we were doing it. We did nothing more than making our perfect normal friendship visible to others. In the beginning, we didn't realize the impact it would have on others until the staff at Special Olympics brought it to our attention. Before we knew it, we were asked to be talking about our unique friendship to others in the Special Olympics community and the broader community.
We took on a new leadership role in all of this. All of a sudden, we weren't doing our normal conference calls and email exchanges in order to make a newsletter. We were now being leaders that set an example for a new way of thinking and living. We were the examples of how to live a unified life.
We would like to share a small example of the impact that our friendship has had on us by reading letters that we have written to each other. It was a chance for us to reflect on the role that we play in each other's lives.
Caitlin, in my short 22 years of life, I have had many struggles and many blessings, but only once have I been given someone that has helped me turn my struggles into blessings. That someone is you. The friendship we share is so special to me. Having cerebral palsy since birth, I've been bullied numerous times and was always told of the things I can't do instead of the things I can do, and never truly believed that I could have a friend that would see past my disability. It wasn't until I joined Special Olympics 11 years ago that I realized that the possibilities were endless for me. Special Olympics gave me many things. It has given me courage, a voice, skills, and a place that I can call home. But one of the most valuable things I've learned was through our friendship. That just because they call me a Special Olympics athlete does not make me any less valuable than you. In your eyes, I am not disabled. I'm a human being that you call a friend. Thank you for being able to laugh with me, cry with me, and to develop my leadership skills with me. A friend is not someone who is just there for you. A friend is one that stands by your side, fights for what you believe in, and will be your partner in changing the world. Thank you for changing my world. Love always, Danielle.
Dear Danielle, I can honestly say that before I met you, I never truly knew what it meant to have a best friend. I've had my share of good friends, but I never felt comfortable to completely be myself. I never felt that I was being everything that I could be. This all changed the minute I got involved in Special Olympics and the instant I became your friend. The first time I heard you speak about the struggles and discrimination that you face growing up with cerebral palsy, it helped me look at life through a different perspective. It helped me realize that problems that seemed enormous to me were insignificant when looked at through a different set of eyes. Things that seemed second nature to me were often a huge challenge for people with intellectual disabilities. I was leading my life sheltered and selfish before you opened my eyes. Every day, you inspire me to be the best person I can be. Whether it be Special Olympics work, schoolwork, or any other challenge, you are always a friend I can count on to back me up and support me in whatever I need. Thank you for showing me the importance of being unique, being strong, and standing up for what you believe in. Love you always, Caitlin.
Through our unified friendship that was developed out of Special Olympics, we discovered one of the most powerful ways of activism. Advocacy does not need to be an out loud verbal expression that is proclaimed to a crowd of people. Rather, advocates are the ones that pave the way to a way of life that is unknown to others, but ultimately will lead to an incredible and fulfilling life. For us, something as simple as our friendship led us to pave this way that we hope more youth will join us on.
So now it's our turn to ask you, in what ways are you being a leader? Are you making a change through not only your words, but also your actions? You have the power and the opportunity to find your passion and show others how truly wonderful life can be. Danielle and I were willing to go down a road that was frowned upon by our peers in order to achieve social justice. Are you?
Thank you.